every single time. Every single time. Well, that's one way to start a stream. Yeah, every time I alt tab back into the game, there's like a 20% chance that for some reason it views alt tab as a left mouse button click, and it'll just fire the rifle into the ground. I don't know why. That's just something that happens. I'm not too worried about it. We're really just walking to uncover more of the map. We just have this 7 mag out just in case we run across fallow deer. We saw a bunch of their tracks coming from that direction. So if we just happen to run across one, we'll have it out just in case. Just in case. So how are we doing out there today in Twitch land, folks? I hope you're having a great Monday. I am living my best life right now. I am off of work for a little bit. The family is out doing a little bit of last minute holiday shopping, and I get to sit here alone and relax and not have to worry about anything for a couple of hours. At that very moment, far away from here, a young daughter and her mother decide to go home and hang out with dad. All right. Da, 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 da. I don't think we see anything up there. We can call for something. Let's see if we can get a red fox talking to us. Red fox, one of my favorite animals to hunt in this game. I don't know why. I can't tell you why they're one of my favorite, but I think, let me take that back. I think I know why red fox is my favorite. So when I started this game, I hunted the way my grandfather hunts. And what he would do is he would just come to one of these big fields like this early in the morning, and he would just poke his head out from the tree line, and he would look and he would see if any deer were foolish enough to be out here.
The area I was talking about.
Oh, hold on.
You'll be able to get a great shot of Königsberg Lake here.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to miss since it's one of the largest lakes in Central Europe.
Okay.
And the second deepest.
So I'm just going to take a picture of the lake. Oh, I think this mission was...
Linda wants a fairly detailed shot, so make sure you're not too far away.
Mm-hmm. I remember this mission. She wanted me to get, go down here to the coastline, the shoreline, whatever you want to call it, and fallow deer. She wants at least 2 fallow deer in the picture, and she wants that in the background, that lake in the background. I remember that now. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, the fox, the red fox. I believe that was one of the first animals that I ever managed to call in, because when I would hunt this, like I said, I hunted like my grandfather would. I would just come to these open areas, and I would just poke my head in, and I would look and see if there was any deer in the area, and if there were, I'd shoot them, and if not, I would just move on to the next one. I wouldn't build the stands and sit up there and wait for them. And the lures, you know, they're fine. I don't mind. But I was really using the lure just to cover up my smell. I wasn't really trying to lure anything in. I felt, you know what? If you have to walk around and you have to have a odor eliminator on, right? Like if you have to get rid of the odor, you might as well be luring in an animal or trying to lure something in at the same time. But the fox, the red fox, I chased one forever. I found tracks like this, and I checked the poop track, and it said just now. And I was like, cool. So I started running after that red fox, and I ran and ran and ran and ran and ran after that red fox. I mean, a good 10 minutes. And I'm not exaggerating. For a good 10 minutes, I was just behind that thing, following his trail, running as fast as I could with a shotgun, until finally the game messed up. And he hit this boulder. He did something where he started like running in a circle, and I came over the top of a mountain, and I saw him running in a circle, and I shot him and killed him. And I was like, man, that's a lot of work for a red fox. There has to be a better way to do it. So when I looked at the lures, and it was like, oh, lures in a red fox from 150 meters away. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to run until I find tracks. I'm going to find some poop tracks. And then I'm going to use that call, because if the poop says it just happened or it's fresh, then he should be, you know, within 150 meters. And that's exactly what I did. I just ran until I found fresh poop. I called in with that the same lure that I have right here. I did that like 4 or 5 times. Sat down, and sure enough, all of a sudden I hearded. Jesus, you would think I'm some kind of redneck, wouldn't you? I heard something walking around behind me, and I turned around, and sure enough, right there he stood, looking right at me, and I just blew him away with a shotgun. And I was like, that's cool. The lures, that's how they work. So I think that's why red fox is one of my favorite to hunt, because it was the first time that I actually used a lure in the game and kind of got an idea about how you're supposed to lure the animals into you and not go chasing after them. So I think that's why it's one of my favorite. It's also a small target. It's hard to hit. If you do manage to hit it, it doesn't run for a very long way, because anything you hit it with is pretty much going to kill it. We got barked at by something. I don't know if it was a because sometimes the roe deer and the foxes, to me, they sound a little bit too similar. And when they bark at me like that, like, it's hard for me to know which one's which. I didn't see a parentheses come up, and if you see those, then you can click on them and it'll tell you the direction and the type of animal. I didn't really see that. So it kind of leads me to believe that what we heard was background noise, but you know, it's always good to discipline yourself to treat it as a real potential, or potentially like a real animal, just in case. You would hate to miss a diamond or a gold just because you thought it was background noise and it really wasn't. I think we're good though. We have a tower that we've never been to up here, which is hard to imagine because I love this map and I have been up one side of it. The deer. Yep. Morning call. He's right around the corner. Oh. I have not taken a gold or diamond roe deer. So I desperately kind of want to treat this. Really want this to happen. The scent that I sprayed on at the beginning of this stream, that is roe deer lure. And if you look, the wind is taking our scent directly off in that direction. So we have this call and this scent, even though we got warning called, we should see a response. We just gotta make sure we're ready for it. Right there it is, to our right. See her? Oh, it's a little boy right there in the heart. Perfect. Wait. Where'd he go? Oh no, that was not a vital organ hit. That joker took off running. I thought he fell down right there. He did not though. I should have lunged him. God bless it. I got this SOP, man. I got this like standard operating procedure because I've missed a diamond on an animal. Like, I got this thing now where I say to myself, anytime we have a straight on shot, we go for the heart. And if we have a side on shot, we go for the lung. And he was 45 on, right? So I made the call to go for the lung. I meant the heart. God bless it. And I should have lunged him. I knew it too. Like when I shot him, I saw the, is this running away? Nope, that's coming up to us. We're following the wrong trail. When he ran up to us, fallow deer, we don't care right now. When he ran up to us, I thought he dropped right there, and I saw the blood marker that dropped, and I was like, oh, that's a small blood marker. Like that's a non-vital organ hit. But I saw him go down, and I was like, oh, okay, then he's right there. But I guess he got up and skedaddled down the side of the mountain here. So even if he is gold, we're not going to get the gold deal from him. And his bleed rate is low. He's got a lot of health left, so we're going to have to chase him for a long, long time until he goes down. Hey, chat, from this point on, anytime you see me aiming a rifle at an animal, just type in lung, Lung, and just spam the word lung. Go lung, lung, lung. My very first symbol that I'm going to make for this is going to be not that. Where's my little squeaker toy at? My very first little thing I get to make. You know how the people have their own little emojis or whatever they're called? Where were you? You were right there a second ago. Mine's going to be a little long. Oh, right there. I don't know if that's our same boy or not. I feel like it kind of has to be because I don't know what the likelihood of there being another male roe deer in this area besides the one that we're currently tracking would be. Okay. Another shot on him right there. Again, no vital organ hit. So not only do we not get the clean kill bonus on him, but we're wasting money because we're shooting him like 700,000 times. 0 to 25, still low. He should be dropping here in a moment. Now here you go. Let's talk about this while I got you here. There is a school of thought in the hunting world between whether or not you let the animal run or if you push it. And by pushing it, I mean you chase after it, right? But here's the argument. People who say if you shoot the animal, this guy's going to be nothing. I'm not even going to take his picture. He's bronze. Gold is 64. Diamond is 81. We shot him 3 times. The first time we missed the heart by a mile. And if you look, the reason why their bone structure is like that is because it protects the heart. You see how their bones will protect the heart and the lungs protect it, right? So there's a lot you have to get through. And a 223, that's what we used to kill him with. A 223 is a quick round. It's very, very fast, but it does not penetrate, okay? Now, these things are a class 3 deer. You got to use this type of ammunition on him, or you can do a bow if you want, and the bow has more pin power than this does, right? Because the bow has a little bit more mass behind it, a little bit more inertia. Doesn't go as fast. You have to be a lot closer to it. At the end of the day, we really should have lunged him. Instead of trying to go forward of the heart in this area and tried to work our way back, I should have just put that right through here and dropped him, because we do not get the quick kill bonus. See that? We failed the harvesting check because we shot him more than 2 times and we didn't hit a vital organ. We didn't get the quick kill bonus. So all this money here, that's not a good amount of money to make off of that encounter. Especially if we had him dead to rights. He was within 10 yards of us, right? We should have done a lot better than that. Okay, back to our discussion. So here's a school of thought. People will say that when you shoot an animal and it drops right there at the ground, then you did a great job. Congratulations. You lunged it, you shot it in the heart, you paralyzed it. If you shot it and it drops immediately, dies within a couple of minutes, congratulations, you're done. But the question arises as to if you shoot an animal and you know that you hit the animal, like you saw the impact, you saw the animal in distress, and then it ran off. And it ran off so it's out of your line of sight. You have lost sight of the animal. You know which direction it went. You know you hit it. You know that it's hurt. The question comes down to, should you follow the animal or should you wait? And here's the arguments. If you wait, the animal will, because it's hurt, it'll slow down. It will try to assess its situation, and it might decide that it's in so much pain it needs to stop. Yep, where is she? Okay, she's straight on to us. The heart should be right there, okay? And of course we missed the heart again. And we shot her in the ass, which is not the heart. Okay, great. So this situation where you shot and you know you hit twice, are we supposed to sit here and wait and let the animal run off, assess its wounds, and then come to the realization that it's hurt and it's in really bad pain, so that it sits down and it bleeds to death some distance away from you, right? Or should you immediately get down and start chasing the animal? Should you immediately get down? Again, we didn't hit a vital organ. We're the worst hunters on the entire Twitch platform. Welcome to the chat. And get down and start running after it. Now, here's the idea. If you run after it and it's injured, you're going to exacerbate the injury if you chase it. It's going to hear you coming. It's going to hear you crashing through the brush. The adrenaline is going to kick in again. It's going to have to pick between fight or flight. It's going to pick between just go down, please. I'm tired of shooting you. We got 2 rounds left here. Poor thing. I think we went too low on that one. Yeah. Worst hunter on the entire platform. But that's okay. If you watch my videos over on YouTube, you'll see that I have a lot more time there to edit out all these crazy, crappy shots, and you get nothing but quality over there. And I don't like the 223. I'm only using it because of Roe Deer. You have to do the 223 on the Roe Deer. All right. So the idea is that when you chase after the animal and it gets scared and it hears you crashing in after it, it's going to get up and start running around. It's going to exacerbate the wound, and it should bleed to death quicker. But if you don't really get that done, like if you don't, that's a chainsaw. I thought that was something. And those 2 girls there, like they're not the same deer. I thought they were the same deer that we just pushed. And it might be the same 2, but I definitely have hit the other one now because I'm seeing more blood that's not blued up. So, but that's just the argument. Do you sit there and wait patiently for them to go and bleed out somewhere and die, or do you chase after them and exacerbate the wound? And, there's always a point that if you sit there and wait, that thing just might keep walking. It might not be so hurt that it needs to stop and it needs to lay down. It might just keep walking, and then, you're in it for 5 miles till it lays down and finally dies. And, who's to say if you push it, if you chase after it, who's to say that it doesn't still go those 5 miles, But here you are having run after it, and maybe you're lost now because in your excitement to run after it, you just didn't take note of where you were going and you got turned around. It's just a deal. And of course, the right answer is, of course, it's a case by case basis. Like you can never know the right answer for every single case. Still bleeding. I guess I only hit her one time. And she's going to come down here and do a little turn because I see that there's blue over there. Or is that just where she's been to today? See, there's that over there, but there's also some blue down here. So did she keep running? The only way to know is to find more blood, right? So there's blood, but that's not blue blood. That's blood from the other deer that we shot. Her blood here. I don't see the blood on her blue. Let's look here and see if it's running down or up. So she's still running down. Just make sure. Aiming from this side. Where's that little thing of blood at? Just so I know, just so I'm sure. Is that blood? Sure is. Same girl. She's 25 to 50. The bleed rate is very low. Came down through here. There's some more blood through this. Crashed in through here. Not her blood. Blood from the other roe deer that we're hunting after. Comes down into here, and then what does she do? Comes down into here, then what does she do? Does she push out through here? I don't feel like she does. Oh. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's check and see if this blue has some blood around it. Blue feet. Blue feet. Blue feet. I need to get some blood here. Blue feet. Maybe she stopped bleeding. Maybe she stopped bleeding. Is that poop? Yep. If she stops bleeding, then she should start taking poops. And if she's taking a poop, then we'll come right here and we'll check and we'll see if this says old or if it's new. Oh my God. I can't get a shot on him. He's too close. He's pretty though. So that led us to a herd that's down here in the water. That's pretty cool. And for him, even though I tried to shoot him in the lung, I just don't think I got him. Yep, look at that. Not a vital organ hit. This 223, man, it is not my preferred ammunition type. This is probably why I don't have a gold Roe Deer. I just can't bring it down. Oh, that's fallow. No wonder. Yeah. 7 mag. That'll take care of that. I thought they were Roe. I thought they were all the same species because she ran us in onto them. I thought that was part of her herd or something. Oh man. So we have 3 shots out now. Blue there. High rate of bleed, 75 to 100. Nice. Like seeing that. Like seeing high rate of bleed. Now this guy right here, we took him with a 7 mag and he dropped immediately. And I guarantee you it's going to be a lung shot and he's just going to go down. Fallow deer. Yep, fallow deer. 117. He's bronze. No vital organ hit. Oh, we got him in the... Is that the 223? Yep. See, the 7 mag did 68% damage. So that's the guy that we hit. So now we're back to just having our 2 girls to worry about, finding out where they went. That one fallow deer, I don't think she died, even though we shot her. We probably just got 2 hits on her. I don't think she went down. We're going to go back and try to pick up that other blood trail, though. Yeah, I got to really reassess my this 223 choice for the fallow deer or the Roe Deer. I've taken Roe Deer before with a shotgun and that didn't do too bad. I mean, that dropped them pretty quick. And I wouldn't say that it like quote ruined the like it got vital organ hit because it just, you know, there was like 3 or 4 pellets that got in there and hurt it. Got a vital organ hit, so I might use a shotgun with buckshot to go after a Roe Deer. Okay, here's our deal. Oh, look at that. 75 to 100. Very low rate, the very low bleed rate. Yeah, I highly doubt we killed. Yeah, this is where we just killed the well, hold on here. We killed that fallow deer right here. What did we kill here? We killed the buck, right? Like that male deer. And I don't see any purple here. I don't think we, as much as we shot those 2 girl Roe Deer, I don't think that we brought them down. I just don't think it happened. I'm definitely going to have to reassess what gun we're going to use here. I just don't think the 223 can do it. Just don't think the 223 can do it. Yeah, all right, here. Let me just, I got a couple of messages here on my phone. Let me just check those right quick. Okay, chat. So that's where we're at right now. What do you recommend to go after Roe Deer? Roe Deer are class 3. We've already seen that the 223 just doesn't quite cut it. And this is the heartbreak too. This isn't the 223 that I'm using right now is not the soft point or whatever they're called. Like this is the polymer tip. Like these are the, and I know they only cost like $350, but these are supposed to be the ones that take care of business, right? These are supposed to be the upgrade that actually give more pin power. Now I didn't kill those other 2, so I don't know where I was shooting at or where the shots landed, but that one, you know, like that one was that buck that we went after. We missed the heart, but we kind of knew what we did wrong there. The other 2 though, I feel like we did center mass lung. Like I feel like those were not, and they weren't too far away either. So just kind of wondering about that. But let's finally get up here to this reveal, this outpost. That's what we've been trying to get to for the last 10 minutes. But that's the great thing about this game, is that you don't have to worry about like not finding something to hunt. Like you get out and move around, you're going to run across something. If you get out and run around, if you have a lure on, if you call enough, you're going to run across something. Sometimes that something is a chainsaw, but you know, I love little shots like this, right? Where like you're walking and you see a little line of like there's like an openness, right? You look down the entire line. Every now and then I get lucky and I'll see something just poke its head out. There was a red deer one time here in Germany. I forget where I was. I think I was in the western side. Maybe not so much the western, maybe somewhere around in here. And I just happened to be walking. I looked over and I saw a gap, just kind of like that, right? Where you can kind of see down through there, that lane. And I just pulled out the binos, looked down that lane, and he was walking across it. And I whistled. I actually used the X button to try to get him to stop. And he did for a second, but man, he bolted right after that. But I got him in the lung. So he went down. So ever since then, I've just been kind of addicted to walking around. And if I see a little lane or some space open up, I'll just send the binos down that way and see if I catch anything. And these little places here, these are great places to hunt from. And if not hunt from, at least get up here and get your bearings, you know. You know what's funny? I just came from the Yukon not too many videos ago, and that grass there, that red grass, I feel is in the Yukon too. I'll need to go to the Yukon and check. But I feel like I've seen that grass before. Yeah, if anybody was watching this stream and saw me miss all those shots, I'm sure they're just like, this person has no idea what they're doing. And I resent that because I have the vaguest idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. All right. There we go. Man, if they were closer, I would try them. You know what? That isn't too far away. You dare me? Can I even sight them? No, they're not going to let me sight them. They might not be generated on the map if they fly over like that. Like they might only generate once they start down and they land somewhere. Because I couldn't spot them. By the way, if you watched at the very beginning of this video, we spotted the... oh, you guys weren't there. I was recording, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. At the beginning of this, I was recording, and then when I noticed that my wife and kid were leaving, I was like, oh, okay, I'll do a stream right quick. Why not? I'll just jump on. So at the beginning when I was recording, I did the observation. I spotted a goose, and I got the achievement, the one that you get for having spotted every single animal in Leichten, I believe, the Leichten district, and in Germany. So I got that achievement. Pretty proud about that. I knew the goose was the last one too. I knew it was because they added the goose to the game, and I don't think you could see the goose, or I don't think they landed unless you had the downloadable content, the wild goose chase or whatever they call it, duck goose. I can't remember the name of it, but I bought that when it was on sale about 3 weeks ago. How's the stream look? Looks pretty good. I don't see, I haven't seen our dropped frames. I can't really see the I use my TV as a second monitor because I like to watch the news and stuff while I play games. But the UI on OBS. Oh, we have somebody here. Let's see. What does this young man say? Stand by. I'm trying to get to you. What's up, man? Not too much, brother. What's up with you? Just sitting here. Oh, whoops. That was my fault. Accidental misfire of the weapon. That's on me. Just trying to come back from looking at the chat. That's my fault. Hope you're having a nice day there. I'm finally off of work for the next 2 weeks, so I get to sit back and play video games and stream whenever I want. I hope you get the same thing with your holiday season. Where are we at? You might ask. We are in Germany. Beautiful, beautiful Germany. We're going to come down here to this little house, and we're going to claim it. And then I don't know where we're going to go from there. I was testing out the 223 against Roe Deer. I realized I don't have a gold or diamond level Roe Deer in my collection. So I've been quote hunting them a little bit, but the 223 just doesn't get the job done. I put 2 rounds into the side of a Roe Deer and it didn't give me pin to the lungs. So I think I'm going to try to use the crossbow. I think the crossbow is going to give me some better pin power. But the 223, I think the 223 is done. I think it's pretty good for the foxes and for the coyotes, but for the Roe Deer, I think it's just a little bit too weak for them. I think it's a little bit too weak. And the Roe Deer, I've never had a problem calling in the Roe Deer. You know what I mean? Like, I've never had a problem with them being super far away and not being able to get them to come to me. The lures and the call, they seem to work just fine for Roe Deer. I'm playing with the idea of getting the 12 gauge shotgun out and loading it with buckshot and then just shooting him that way. Just going center mass on it. That's what I think I want to do. The only bad thing with that, of course, is that if I get one, if I set up somewhere on a field and one just doesn't come in, I'm not going to have the reach. I'm not too sure about the crossbow. I don't feel I'm insanely proficient with it. But I just tried like the dickens to get the 223 to work on a Roe Deer, and I couldn't make it land. Couldn't make it bring them down. You ever take Roe Deer? Roe Deer, what you go after? Their chat. I got somebody here in chat. He said hello, but I don't know if he stuck around. Like I said, I can't see from where I'm sitting over at the television there how many people are on this watching the stream, which is good and bad because you know, I don't get discouraged when it's been stuck on like 2 people for an hour. At the same time, if I have like 8 people in here and no one's talking, I feel like I ought to try to stir them up a little bit. Yeah, I guess he took off. Well, have a good holiday season there, fella. Can't see the name. I think it was like Hitman or something, but if you come back and watch the video later, have a Merry Christmas. Hit that follow button. I gotta get 1 more follower until I got the achievement. Woo! Fall off right there and just not wake up. We gotta get down there somehow, though. I didn't notice that there'd be a vertical shift change here in the map. Where am I at? Yeah, I didn't notice that was going to be so abrupt. Yeah, just try this way right here. Ooh, is that a little... What do you think? Think we can make that other rock there? Oop, just like that. Hey. Technically, though, he should have unloaded his rifle before sending that. Descending it. You'd hate to successfully navigate down to the ground and shoot yourself. That'd be embarrassing. Embarrassing. Boop, 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 boop. Doot, 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 doot. Doot, 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 doot. This game just sets this world ambiance so nicely. I don't know if it's the company that made this open world engine and populated it, or if it's like they outsourced it. You know, like they primarily worked with the rifles and the weapons and the ammunition, the species they brought in, right? And like their habits and their calls, like if that's what they focused on, and then they outsourced this. But whatever company did it, it's absolutely beautiful. I feel like games like this is what those horror franchise games need. Friday the 13th, like that game, the outside setting, it doesn't look as good as this. You know what I mean? Like imagine if you look out through there and you see someone running down the road, you can't really tell who it is because it's just too far away and there's too much stuff in the way. There's too much overgrowth and brush. I feel like if you did like a Left 4 Dead game that looked like this, or DayZ, could you imagine if DayZ had this type of graphics where everything just looked good? And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, when that DayZ game first came out, everyone hated it because the publisher was like, oh, we're going to do this, 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 and this is going to be a feature. And everybody was like, oh, that's so ambitious. That's so great. And then they just kept rolling back things, but they never lowered the price. Like they said they're going to have like 10 breakthrough features. And then slowly the 10 became 8 and then 5 and then 2. And then none of those features came in. And then they started charging people to play. Like, I don't know. Like I remember there was some drama. It might not have been DayZ, but I do remember there was a drama with one of those type of games where it just didn't live up to expectations. Okay, 223. Thank you, but no thank you. I feel like you're a great rifle, but not for what we're doing here. Let's go get rid of the rounds here too. 223 rounds. Let's go to the store. Let's look at the rifle ammo. Let's just see what's good for that class 3 Roe Deer besides 223. Here's a 243. And let's look at the pin power here. So these right here have 20 pin power. Like that's as good as it gets for these guys. Expansion of 3, pin power 20, effective range 150. Okay, let's look at 243. 243 has more expansion, has more pin power, and it still includes that. What about 270? Okay, 270 is where we lose that class 3. Let's keep going and see if we regain the class 3 somewhere down here. 3030 will do it. Look at the pin power on the 3030. It's 17. What was the other one? 243. That's 30. Then the Magnum, that's going to be way outside that. Yeah, just barely didn't make it. Now this huge expansion. This is an air gun. This uses compressed air. It's like a glorified pellet. Almost no. You lose a little bit of penetration, but you get a little bit more expansion. But the effective range is 50 meters. Like you got to be right up there on it. That would just obliterate it. That would actually explode the poor animal. That's from 4. That's the 6.5 millimeter. That's the 7. Penetration of 15. Expand. I mean, that's kind of like the best of both worlds there, you know. You get your penetration, you get your expansion, so that's not the worst thing you could do. And we already have some of these. I just don't know what that's the Niet or the Mosin. I don't remember what that goes to. That's 5. So that's it. It's going to be either this weapon or it's going to be the 243. I think I'm going to give that 243 a shot. I know that's the bullet they start you out with in the game, or this is the rifle they start you out with in the game. But I'm going to give it a go here. Take 2 of those. Go into storage. Let's find the 243. Bring that over here. I guess we could have done the shotgun too, really. 243 Ranger. Okay. Let's go ahead and back out of this and get back on the trail. So inventory. Let's go to weapons. Get that Ranger put in there at the number 2 slot. Ammunition. That over there. And then the sight. Put that here. And let's just take a look at it. See how she goes. She's 5-round bolt action. What's her iron sight? Ooh, the iron sights are really pretty. I like that. That is really cool. I actually am a huge fan of those iron sights. Okay. So go ahead and throw some Roe Deer lure on us. And let's get out there on the wide open trail. Where do we want to go to next? Where do we want to go to next? Let's not go anywhere up that area. I feel like we had a great success over this way for the Roe Deer. We'll just hop it back up this way to Peterson Farms. We'll do a waypoint right there, and we'll just kind of move through this area, squeaking every now as we go, and just kind of see what happens. That's not our squeaker. Where's our squeaker? There we go. Chat, remember, it's lung. We're shooting the lung. We're not trying for the heart. And the squeaker is on number 7. So in chat, when I see a Roe Deer and I say we're going to take the shot, I need you guys to spam the word lung. And when this channel takes off and they allow me to create my own emoji, I will make a lung emoji so that all you guys out there can chant lung, lung, lung right before we take the shot. And hopefully I'll listen to you. Hopefully it'll be a nice relationship where I respect your input and opinion and I listen to you. And then if I ever walk around and I say, where's my squeaker? You can say, hey man, it's on 7. Hit that 7 button, get that squeaker going. We'll see what we can come up with. Can't have back to that horror game topic. You can't have a game like that set in the summertime. You'd have so many briars and brush and everywhere that the killer would get hung up in them and get mad. He'd get stuck in a briar patch or something. I think that's going to be my plan of action. If I remember being chased by somebody with a knife or something, I'm going to jump in a briar patch. All right, we got a need zone up here. Always nice to get a need zone under your belt. Always nice. So what do we get here? Ah ha ha ha, red fox. Cool. I also do not have a red fox. That goes for red fox too. Cool. I don't have a red fox gold either. All the red foxes I've taken, and I'm sure I've taken a gold, but for whatever reason, I just never taxidermied it. I taxidermied a silver one for some reason, but never a gold. Yeah, if you guys are in chat, go ahead and say hello to each other. No reason to sit there quiet. Just give me some feedback here. If you don't want to see me hunt roe, I'll definitely shove off somewhere else around the world and go hunt. Whatever. What is that? Is that a, it's not highlighted on the map or anything. Is that just a little old farmstead or something? I guess so. Like the welcome center? That's cool. I've never noticed that before. I've never noticed that. We'll get a little closer over here to it and see if an information thing pops up. I doubt it though, because on the map it usually has the information, like the green little buttons or something. The green buttons with the eye in it lets you know if it's a point of interest or not. I'm going to hit the G button here. Just do a continuous walk. I'm going to try to get out of the here and just check on the cat panel and all that jazz here. All right. So this gentleman here said, "What's up, man?" And then he never said anything else. Is there a way to see who is in chat? Or how many people are watching? No. CPU is at 2%, 60 frames per second. We've dropped only 1% of our frames. We are gold. Looks like we're doing great. We just need people. Just need people in chat. That's the only thing we got left. Really would be nice to see how many people are watching or how many people are in chat. Oh, someone's yelling at us. Let's get back to the game here. Come on, yell at me again. I didn't hear you the first time. Was it a squeaker? Was it a Roe Deer? What was it? It sounded a little bit like Red Fox to me, but everything sounds like Red Fox to me. Roe Deer and Red Fox. Probably is Red Fox because we just walked past that need zone for Red Fox. A hiking village. I see. We'll walk back this way. One thing that I don't really do on this map is I don't check the shoreline for like the rivers and the lakes and stuff. Like I don't, and some of the other parks and reserves, I make that like a habit that I'll come down through here and I'll glass the river line, but I just don't do it that often here. And I think it's because you can't get across this river easily. So if you do see something on the other side and you shoot at it, it takes a little bit of time to get back to where it's at, to cross the river and get over there to it, and then you gotta pick up the trail. So I think that's why I don't do it here as often. But something did yell at us down here, so I'll come and look. Just for curiosity's sake. Then we get to check out the little cabins here. Really pretty. Yeah, there was something right down here. I don't know how long ago, but there are definitely tracks. Let's see, what is it? A Roe Deer? Nice. That's what we're after. Our scent is carrying that way too, so makes me feel pretty good about this. What we got in there? Anything? Nope. Well, let's come over here right quick until we find some poop and just see if it's a old trail or new. If it says anything, if it says very old or old, then we'll just go back to continue back on station. But if it says it like fresh or just now, very fresh. Okay, yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Warning call. Yeah, so she's right there on the other side of it, whatever it is. I didn't see if it was a boy or girl. But we definitely have some play right up here. I'm just going to sneak up here and try to get a good view. Right, to try to get some type of... Let me just pull out the binos here and make sure I'm not missing anything in that field. I'll hear her walk up to me here on my right. If the call brings her in, and if not, then we'll give her a second to settle down before we keep pushing. The water is to our right, so if we come out here to the left and we push, or she gets more scared, she's just going to be moving toward the... Oh, it is a boy. Okay, good. You just keep moving toward the water, right? And we'll know. Okay. So we desperately need to either back off and pull them into us, or we need to be able to close the distance. But there's so much overgrowth there, and there's so many trees, I can't really see. I'm having a hard time seeing, you know what I mean? This guy's warning called us twice. I don't think he's going to be responding to the lure here. He might. I mean, he might come walking out of that wood line, but I kind of doubt it. Remember, our new 243 is on 2. So if he pops out, need to hit 2, take a shot. He's here. He's here. I just heard. He's here. Woo! Oh man, that is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that is, ooh, man, that is a good feeling right there. I'm not gonna lie to you, boys. I was shooting at those other roe deer, and I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't even be streaming. I can't shoot these stinking roe deer with a 223 and drop them. Maybe I should just stick to making videos. All right, there was pretty good. He called us. We moved in on him. We made sure he was in the area. You know, we didn't push him too aggressively. We called him in with the lure. We got out here so that we could see him. We heard him on our headphones off there to our right. Switched to the 223. Took out that scope there just took him with iron sights right there. Probably got him in the lung, which is exactly where you're supposed to get them. You don't have to be fancy schmancy and get him in the heart the entire time. We're going to get the quick kill bonus on this boy here. Consecutive harvesting. The only thing I hate is I didn't get a chance to check out his rating before we shot him. The Roe Deer boys are supposed to be in the 90s for the diamond and high or low 80s for the gold. This guy right here, he's probably going to be a bronze. Hey, he's actually silver. Oh, gold is actually, diamond is actually low 80s, right? So gold is 64. And look at that. What'd I say? Left lung, right lung, got him in the lung. And look at the penetrating power. Just see how much difference that is from the roe deer that we were shooting before, where it would come in and like maybe go an inch or an inch and a half and then stop. This pin power, and I know we shot him at very close distance. Okay, I get that. 15 meters. But this got the job done, you know, and ultimately that's what we want. So let's check out over here. We got 100% for everything, consecutive kill bonus. So that must mean that those two other does, they didn't go down. That doesn't mean that. They could be down, and we're not going to get penalized on the consecutive kill bonus until we log out and their body disappears. And when we log back in, no matter what park we go to, the next animal we kill, it would be 0 because we didn't harvest those other 2 girls. But I don't think they went down. I think they survived. But he is a pretty roe deer. We just got to get those antlers a little bit bigger. All right. Makes me feel pretty good. And we're in roe deer country, right? Like this is, we've taken quite a few of them over here, or had the chance to. Let's just look right quick. If there's any need zones that I've uncovered for roe deer, you have to be closer, you do. That is wild boar. That's European bison. Red fox, wild boar, fallow deer, roe deer. Cool. Look at that roe deer need zone right down there. Cool. And I don't think I've picked up a single need zone on this side. Wild boar, probably wild boar again. Yeah. What is that? Wild boar. There you go, roe deer. Cool. Right there in front of a deal too. Right there in front of a deer stand. Too far away. Oh, there we go. 9 to 3. 51 minutes to walk up there. Really? Like if I click on something, it'll tell me how far it is to walk. 15 minutes to walk there. That's cool. That's really great. I didn't know it did that. Who would have thought? Okay. So where we want to go to next? I don't think I have any need zones. Well, I have a couple of need zones up that way I could walk to for Roe Deer. I could walk down this way. How far away is this one? That one was 51 minutes. This one's 38. Makes more sense to walk to the 38. And it goes from 13 to 1700. What time of day is it? Oh, by the time we get down there, they'll just be leaving. We're going to go ahead and walk that way. By the time we get down there, they'll just be leaving that need zone, which is fine by me. Cool. All right. What a great shot. What a great shot. If I'm not mistaken, those are our feet from walking down this way too. We gotta turn around and go back the way we came, but that's fine. I don't really mind. You know what could be fast travel? We can. Look at that. Let's just fast travel. Why not? When in Rome. Da, 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 da. Let's go ahead and require. Put this back on. Works for me. We'll pull out that 223. We'll put the scope on it. The only thing I kind of don't like using this scope here is because the scope is a little bit too. I only need like. It would be nice if there was like a 2 to 6 scope. This one I think is 3 to 8. And sometimes I just don't need to have that much magnification. Not in this park. Again, if there's anybody out there in chat, I'm running this through OBS, and I can't really tell how many people are out there. But if there's anyone out there in TV land, let me know. Say hello. I'd like to have your input here on where we're going to go next, what we're going to go do. I'm all for taking more of these roe deer. I very much would like to get a gold roe. Very much would like to get a gold roe deer. I tell you this though, most of the time when I take roe deer, it's always in a situation like we just had, where they're super close to us, right? And we call them in, and it would be really nice if that wasn't always the case, where just every now and then we get them in like an open area, so I can just kind of take a moment and look and see like, okay, there's a 30 rating one, and there's a, oh, what's that? What's taters? That's a fallow. That's fallow. That's not roe. I can tell by his horns. I shot him with the wrong ammunition type. I missed him. Shot him too early. I was so excited he actually went where I thought he was going to go. Confound it. How amazing would that have been? I was like, oh, he's probably going to move up that way to that tree. And sure enough, he did. And sure enough, I just didn't wait for him to move into the retinal. Or reticle. You've come to one of the best hunting channels there are on Twitch, by the way. I think there's only 2 hunting channels. I'm the best of the 2. No cap. None. 0 cap. No cap allowed. Anti-cap area. Can't believe that. I got nervous. I got nervous and shot too early. And I already have a diamond fallow deer, but I don't know what a high-end roe deer looks like I was talking about. I've never been able to sit there and look at the herd and go, oh, okay, look, that one's really good, and that one's really got yada yada this or yada yada that. Like, I've never been able to do that with roe deer, just because I always take them in like super duper thick undergrowth like this. So when I saw that one walking down the road, I was like, oh man, maybe that's a roe deer. And then I saw the antlers were so pronounced, and I was like, if that's a roe deer with antlers like that has got to be a very, very good member of the species there. So I just went ahead and took the shot. And then later, when my brain realized, it was like, oh, they have that thicker part that the fallow deer have. And I think I saw spots too. And I was just like, man, spots and the thicker part, like, that's got to be fallow. So I pulled up that 7 mag, and I knew that he was going to go up that hill. Okay, I knew he was going to go up there, and I knew that around that white tree is where I would see him. But I was half expecting him to run, like to be on the run, but he was walking up there. So, he slowed down, I guess. Well, maybe he didn't slow down. Maybe he changed direction, but he did something that was counter to what I thought he was going to do. Number one, I thought he was going to be running, and he was going to go straight. But at that last moment, either he slowed down or he turned right. Pretty thing, though. I hate we didn't use the right ammunition. Oh, that's right. This goes from 3 up to whatever. We just didn't get a good shot on him. We didn't get a vital organ hit. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, well, at least he went down. $750 there. And we're within 300 meters of our other guy. Our other need zone. They're supposed to bug out at 1700. Hey, they're bugging out right now. This thing right here, what's its effective range? Is it 150 like all the other callers? It's 200. So let's go 70 meters closer to where that need zone is, and then we'll start spamming this caller, and hopefully we'll start pulling them up this way. There's hunting pressure here, so they're either going to go across that bridge into this area, or they're going to come up here toward me. That hunting pressure should deter them. Like, they shouldn't want to go up that way too much. So let's get over here to within 200 meters of the waypoint that I have there. We'll set up in a nice open area, kind of like this. Hey, look at that. I think right here is as good as it's going to get. So if there are any down that way, they should start hearing our call. Okay. Right here. So if there are any down that way, they should hear our call, and look at the way the wind is blowing. The wind is also blowing down that way too. So if we have a lure on us, which we did, we put it on before we came down here. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put it on again. I'm not going to, yeah, I might be wasting it, but let's see if we can't get one to come up here to us. And it's not the best avenue, like it's not the best approach. But if you look right up through there, right, we might be able to see them coming from a little bit far away. But we'll just settle down right here. I want it to be completely, there we go. I want to be completely in the bush there. Look in the bottom right hand corner. You see how it has the heart and it has that flat line? That flat line means we can't be seen. There's one right there, underneath that freaking tree. The one, that place we were just looking at. You see her? It's a girl, so we don't get anything for her. But if she has a boyfriend, she has a boyfriend. I saw her too. Like, as soon as I settled down and started talking to you, like, I saw her next to that tree, and I was like, oh boy. Come on, lady, bring your boyfriend over here. Bring your boyfriend over here. We're just gonna get her probably, which is not bad. It's always, more experience, more money. But man, it'd be sure nice if we can get a boy to come down here. She is too. She's gonna pop out right in front of us. I'm almost a little afraid. Here she comes. There's another one back there. Got a boy. Right here in front of us. But there's another one back there. There was another one back here, but that leaf was in my face. I promise you there was another one just back there. Promise you. He's not going to come down here, I know, but... Yeah. We go pick her up, I think it'll... I don't think they'll come anywhere near a dead body. But we gotta go pick her up, like, super fast. Yeah, good. There was one back there. I saw him too, man, but that leaf was in my face, and then she popped out right in front of us. Hard to say no to one that's right there, though. And that's money and experience. Hard to say no. I mean, even if that was a gold Roe Deer back there, like, I still don't feel bad about it, because I love this game. I love hunting, so it's not like who cares? Like, oh no, I a gold one got away, but I get to do it again. Like, I get to come down here again and try again. And really, I mean, he could work his way this way, but if he goes across that, he'll be on this island. Let's go onto that island. Let's see what that island has to offer, right? Like, oh no. You got to go exploring a little bit. Off her to our right, you see him? That's a girl. He's 0. Another girl. Guess I shot low on the other one. I don't know, man. Look, to me, that was pretty good. Another $697. I like this gun. It's 243. Not bad. It has a great sound to it. Hate that I missed that shot there on the second one. I felt like that was pretty solid. I don't feel like I missed. Looks like I did, though. That's 4, 5 feet in a row. That's poop. Yeah. I don't think that they, I don't think it's like 100%. I don't think it's 100%, but I don't think they'll poop if they're bleeding. If they're bleeding, I don't think they poop. They might. I could be wrong. I just don't think they do. There she is right there. Oh, nope. I thought that, you see that little tan bit right there? I thought that was her. Which means her camouflage is working. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think I hit her, so I don't mind just breaking that off. Okay. Well, this stream is, oh, red fox, huh? How far of, how recently have you been through here? Very recently, or is this an old? There was a place somewhere here, and there were just oodles and oodles of red fox feeding areas. There was like 7 right on top of each other, and it was the dead bunny rabbit ones. Have you seen that, where you'll come up and it looks like there's a bunny rabbit there, but it's dead, and you click on it and it says like red fox feeding ground? I can't remember where it was, but there was just oodles of them there. Just oodles. All right, I'm going to make my way off to that little island over there and just kind of see what I can see. And then I think I'm going to call this stream done. This is where those fallow deer were on the beach down here. Just keep our eyes open here, and if we see anything, take a shot at it. I don't think we are, though. I think we made a lot of noise. There's a place called Park Fernando, which is also one of my favorite places to go. And Park Fernando has a lot of coastline. And I think on that one, no, it's not coastline. It's just a gigantic lake. It has a lot of shoreline. I love going into that area and hunting. It's so nice because you can look through the shoreline for a very long distance, and the water buffalo live down there. And the water buffalo, they're gigantic black houses that just move around. So it's so easy to spot them. And you can take your time. You can say like, oh, look, that one is 120. Like, that's definitely the one I want to go for. You can maneuver around on it, get a good shot on it. And there's no way to call them in. There's no lure or call for the water buffalo. So really all you have is the positioning and the spotting on those. If you're trying to get the legendary marksman, that's the achievement where you have to get a 400 plus shot. I think you can do it easy down there. I don't have that achievement yet. I've not managed to accomplish it. I've never set out to do it though. But I could imagine that finding the water buffalo down there that's 400 plus meters away would be super simple. I don't think that would be difficult. Also, taking the Roe Deer across a road is also a good idea. Like if you want to set up somewhere on this side of the road and there's a need zone here, and you want to get out here when they're in that need zone and call them over. If they walk across this road, it is so much easier to kill them when they come across this road than it is having to get them in the woods. Because you're guaranteed one good shot, They'll be head on, so you're going to have to hit the heart, and we've seen how that's pretty difficult to do. But, is what it is. I have never crossed the Rubicon here, I don't think. I don't think I've ever went over this little bridge off to this little island. I'm kind of interested to see what's here. I tell you what I'd like to do is I'd like to have a friend join me on one of these hunts, and he'd take a 4-wheeler or a quad, and he'd push all the animals to this side of the island, right? Like he comes on and gets all the way to this side of the island, and then he just goes back and forth and pushes them all so they have to come to this bridge because they're running, I'd like to see that happen. Because I don't like just indiscriminately shooting a bunch of animals. I mean, yeah, I did that earlier in the stream. I understand. But, half the time if I shoot them and I realize I didn't get a good shot on them, I panic. And I got to start, because I don't want them to run. I don't want them to be maimed. I don't want to lose the consecutive harvest bonus because I couldn't find the body. But I don't like just shooting them indiscriminately. I want to take the highest trophy valued one. So if I had someone to come in here and do that and push them all across the bridge, I could sit there at the end of it down that way, and I could just, shoot the one I want instead of having to shoot 7 or 8 of them. This is really pretty here, though. I like this. I could imagine putting my house out here on this and just having that little bridge be the driveway, you know? I could live with that. There are absolutely shooting ranges. Shooting ranges allow you to practice shooting without spending ammunition. You can host competitions with your friends as well. That's where the shooting range is at. I downloaded it was like a free DLC, right? And I downloaded it and I was like, okay, cool, shooting range. And I thought it was a place you got to on the game menu. Like when you loaded the game up, you could just go to the shooting range, but it's here in Germany. It's on this little island. That's good immersion, like them making you come to this place to shoot here instead of just loading into it. I don't mind good immersion. I really don't. Do you walk in the back here? Is that what I'm seeing? Is there a door? It doesn't look like there's a door. There's a step up. Claim it. Yeah. Oh, she had it boarded up. Now I see. That's cool. Does every park have a shooting range? Infinite. Look at that. What am I doing here? What do I say here? Turn that on? Reset personal score. Okay. Well, what am I shooting here? Come on now, give me something. I don't see no bunny rabbits or nothing. What about you? What do you say? Reset personal score. Okay, yeah. Is there a button facing that way? Is that what you do? What is it here? Okay, maybe I go into this. Oh, okay, okay. Let's do a 400 meter. Okay, 400 meter. Oh, I see, I see. We're on lane 8 trying to do a 400 meter shot. Let's do the first bubble. Anything? No? Okay. Okay. And the last one. Okay. Now let's just do the crosshair on it. Let's see what we got. Interesting. Okay. Do middle crosshair. Oh, hold on. Let's do that. Okay. Now we're doing 400 meter middle crosshair. Score of 8 hit just below the 10, and that was on middle. So we need to go just above middle or just below middle. Well, hell. Okay. Stand by here, folks. We're getting it. Okay, that dropped way low. Okay, that's a tenner. You know what? You're going to score me 9 on that? No, you're not. I broke the 10 ring. You don't know how to score. Okay. 400 meters. This rifle. Chat, how am I doing here? Talk to me, chat. Okay. Yeah, it's just going to be right below. It's going to be right below middle. So right, or if you want to say it's right above that first dot. So that dot right there, it's going to be right above it. Let's try. That's not bad. That's not bad. I love it. Now let's try the 7 mag. Let's see how the 7 mag does. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Nope. Nope. Huh. Okay. Well, that's probably taking them too fast. Okay. Well, you know, that's kind of good to know. Let's do something a little bit, geez, what's this? 500, 450. Oh, those go up by 100. Okay, up by 100, up by 50. Okay, that's cute. Let's do 100. See that? At 100 meters, 7 mag right in the middle. 100 meters, 7 mag right in the middle. Love it. What about the 243? Again, right in the middle. Perfect. 200. Perfect. Right in the middle. Love that. Do it again. A little bit low. A little bit low. This is a 7 mag, by the way. A little bit low. Let's see if we can bring it up. A little bit low. We can bring it up a little bit here. Stop wobbling so much. Caffeine junkie. There we go. There we go. All right. That's 200 yards. Cool. All right. I can dig it. Can you dig it? Blammo. Love it. You think I can do 10 in the center? And we'll do the 243. 10 in the center. You think I can do it? Oops. 50 yards. Oh, give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. Poor thing. I don't know about that, boys. All right. I think I've had enough fun. Love the shooting range. That's super cool. I need to bring, do they have the, they do. Let's look at the bow and arrow right quick. Actually, you know what? Nah, we won't do the bow and arrow. We'll keep it to the guns. Here's a fun one. Love it. That's so fun. Okay. I've had enough fun. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in attendance of all ages, thank you so much for stopping back. Hit that follow button if you wouldn't mind. Makes me gives me all the confidence in the world to continue doing what I'm doing. And if you enjoy the hunting videos and you're looking for kind of highlights or, you know, kind of the best of the best, please go over onto YouTube. You can find me over there. Same name, but without the P on the end, right? So just Parallax. Same crazy looking little samurai guy. You can go follow me over there. And I have a ton of videos on, you know, RimWorld, Factorio, more of this. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by, folks. Appreciate you. Have a great day. And, you know what? In the very near future, look for an announcement over on the other channel, on the YouTube channel. We're going to try to do something special with Hunter Call the Wild here. But we're not quite ready to do it just yet. But definitely there's something in the works. So if you enjoyed this video, and, you know, it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since it's been published, please go over there and check, because you might find something really exciting. Thanks. Have a great day. And bye-bye.